Guys, I am here today with Tony Kelley, who just fought at UFC 252. Tony, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well, man. I'm actually sitting in some Normatec boots right now, dealing with these sore legs.
Mm-hmm. And how are there any injuries right now? I mean, have you that was a war.
Yeah, it was not too bad. Got a couple marks on me, a couple little dings here and there. It's really
Mm-hmm.
mainly just my legs, man. They're not conditioned for kicking. I
Yeah,
couldn't get them where I wanted them in 4 days. So.
exactly. And we all saw the video posted by your management after about the 50K bonus. I mean, take me through that. Your UFC debut and you're getting performance of the night, fight of the night. Sorry.
Brother, I can't even make this up, man. I got to Vegas with like my last $57 in my bank account. And actually, I screenshotted it because it was just like, it was monumental. It was like, I'm literally going out here to leave it all on the line because I've got $40 in my bank account.
Yeah. And so, I mean, when the UFC called you, is it a multi-fight deal?
Yeah, it's 4 fights.
4 fights. And so, even in a losing effort, in a way you won. Your stock rose. Just from the war you put on. I mean, you guys were the first fight of the night, and you won fight of the night. That almost never happens.
Yeah, it's an honor. It's an honor, man. Me and Kai wanted it. We came, we stood toe to toe, and we left it all out there. So, I mean, I'm proud of that. I'm proud to walk away with fight of the night on such a huge card. I mean, it's an honor, obviously, to be just in the UFC and fighting on that level, and then to walk away with the fight of the night honors, man, and 50K. I mean, that's life changing.
And has it, I mean, you're sitting there with your injuries, your legs, everything. Has it hit you that you're on the UFC roster? I mean, what does it feel like?
Awesome. Feels like it's about time. It's hard to get going for these regional shows, man.
Mhm.
Like all of these local people, you're just like, I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I'm gonna be. And it's just relieving, man. It feels so good to be there. There's three of us from my area here, Shreveport, Louisiana, and it's awesome. Like I'm the third of the group that we kind of led the way here, and I don't know, it just feels really good, man.
And I mean, like you definitely showed what you're made of there. And speaking on the regional show, people don't understand. I mean, the pandemic hurts everyone, but I mean, especially the regional fighters because there's no regional promotions going on. So I mean, how helpful was it to get that call? I mean, it must have been crazy to get that call and just know that you're going to be fighting on the UFC.
Oh yeah, dude, it was insane, man. It was everything that I wanted because I was actually getting ready to fight a couple weeks from now. I was supposed to fight on promotion CFFC on Fight Pass, and then it was just great to be able to bypass all of that. Being in the UFC is something that I set out to do a long time ago, and I took my foot off the gas, and it's just I know not many people get this opportunity, and I plan on making the most of it.
Absolutely. And I mean, pretty cool to be on your first fight card with a guy that fights with Dustin Poirier over the title of King of Lafayette, Louisiana, and Daniel Cormier. I mean, did you get to talk to DC at all?
No, I didn't. But I mean, yeah, it's awesome. I wish he represented Louisiana a little bit more, but I understand how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And so, I mean, sorry, go ahead.
no, that's it.
So, I mean, take us through what's going through your head in the second round. The second round was a complete war. It's 1-1 at the end of the second round. I mean, what's going through your head as you go back to your corner? What's being told to you?
Uh, you know, my corner was clutch for everything, man. Those guys really believe in me. They knew the task at hand, and they just kind of reminded me, of what I'm doing. I got a little complacent in round one. I started strong. I felt good movement wise. Um, he hit me with a nice clean body shot. He had a good left hook. It definitely slowed me down. Conditioning was obviously a factor there, and I had a hard time figuring out his timing. Honestly, standing on the outside there, so I had to make some adjustments, and I knew that, and I knew that I lost round one, and I knew that I needed to come out and take this fight if I was going to win it. And although I didn't win it, I feel like I did that. I came out. You know what? The one thing that I'm really gutted on, man, is I can't live it down. Is I jumped for a guillotine. I pulled a freaking guillotine, man, when I had the momentum, and it just I don't know. It's just a rookie mistake.
I
It's
mean, when you're in the
aggravating.
middle of a war. But
Yeah, the
so
decisions you make, man.
yeah, so when you're hitting a guy with everything and he's not backing up and you're getting hit with everything and you're not backing up, I mean, what does it do to your mentality? I mean, does it affect you when you're hitting him with your best shot and he's not dropping?
No, and I really don't think like that either, man. It's not like I'm looking for one shot to change everything. It's like I'm a guy who just wants to damage you. I want to touch you, and if I'm touching
Mhm.
you, like it's like okay, try and match my pace because this is the output that I'm going to put out. Unfortunately, no, I didn't have 8 weeks. That's not an excuse at all. I was ready. I was ready to fight in the UFC in 4 days, and that's why I took it. Um, I got to go back. I got to address some things. I got to work on my conditioning, obviously, a lot more, and working on not getting hit so much, not just standing there and playing that type of game, but landing my combinations and getting out. Man, I don't focus too much on if it hurts somebody or doesn't hurt them. I'm usually a finisher. That's why I jump for that guillotine. I'm always looking to finish a fight,
Mhm.
and that got in the way of me finishing a fight.
I mean, in the first round, you were kicking away with leg kicks. Was there a reason that stopped? You just told me your legs are not feeling too great right now. Were they hurting? Was it just because it got into such a physical war that it just kind of went to all hands?
No, honestly, there's two reasons, man. It's like to kick a lot, like it takes a lot of gas to kick.
Hmm.
I mean, you're moving your legs, um, and I just knew that I needed to probably pace myself to make it out this 15 minutes. Um, but also, he checked me one time, and it just reminded me. I was like, oh wow, yeah, my legs are not conditioned like they should be right now. Like, yeah, I got to work on that. So I just
And
kind of took my foot off the
and
gas.
so you only had 4 days. For very short notice. You're a submission specialist. Did you expect this fight to go to the ground? I mean, when you got off of this fight, obviously not a huge game plan going in because you had no time. But were you surprised that they stayed standing up pretty much the whole time?
Yeah, I was. I was definitely surprised. And I like that. Kai, it took two people to make that fight of the night happen. And I'm glad he
Mhm.
was on board with that, and just wanted to stand toe to toe and do that. Because, yeah, I thought the whole time he was going to come in there and just try to wrestle me and take me down. Everyone thinks that that's my weakness. Obviously, yeah, I get taken down and it is a weakness to an extent. I do know how to wrestle uh, offensively, defensively. I've got good submissions. I've got a good jiu-jitsu game. I can get back to my feet. So, I mean, I just like to strike, man. I like to damage people
Mhm.
and I like to finish. And so, any way that I can look to do that, I know that whenever I get my offense going on a lot of people, they tend to shoot. So, that's just been a theme. And he is a wrestler. So, yeah, that's what I thought he was going to do.
Mhm. And I mean, going to the judges, did you feel did enough to win round three? Were you surprised by the decision?
I was surprised that it wasn't a split. I was like, I think it was, I didn't think that I won, definitely. Uh,
Mhm.
I mean, I wanted to win. I tried to. I just did some stupid shit. And, hats off to Kai. He deserved it. He fought hard and he executed a good game plan. And cheers to him. But no,
Mhm.
yeah, I didn't think that I won in any fashion. But it would have been nice to hear a split because I thought it was a little bit closer than a unanimous. But
Yeah.
I'm not a judge.
Yeah, and sometimes the judges have no idea what they're doing anyway. So,
Yeah, very true.
yeah, and so there's a ton of fun fighters at 145, ranked fighters, not ranked fighters, everyone. I mean, there's so much going on in the featherweight division. It's one of the best divisions in the UFC right now. Is there anyone you've got your eye on? And when can we expect you back in the octagon?
Yeah, I'm actually looking to. I'm eyeing the bantamweight division, man. I was
Ah,
actually 150 pounds when I found out that I was going to be fighting in the UFC at 145, so 150 pounds. I was 5 pounds overweight, and I just don't think that that's my right weight class. I've got some figuring out to do. I got to go to the PI and get these tests done, and we're just gonna take it one step at a time. But I think bantamweight's the way to go. I fought 2 fights in my career at bantamweight, and I felt really good.
And that's an even more exciting division, you could argue.
Say it again.
That's an even more exciting division, you can argue, than UFC. Bantamweight maybe the most stacked division right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And so, do you want to get back in there quick? I know you said you're taking it, one step at a time. But if everything worked perfectly for you, would you be back in there in a month? Would you take some time off?
I think probably December. I think that sounds really good. It gives me time to really work on some things, identify some positions, get in really good shape, and yeah, I think December.
And so, my last one for you is, what's the first thing the 50K is being spent on? You buying yourself something nice, paying some bills. What's it going towards?
Dude, I've already paid like so much bills. I don't actually have the 50K yet, but
yeah,
it's all going to bills. It's I'm actually looking at relocating and reinvesting it into myself, man. I want to spend this to make sure that I do everything I can and live up to my potential in the UFC.
So, would that involve a gym change?
I don't know. I don't know what's in the books right now. I like my gym here in Shreveport a lot. It's just bodies, training partners, and stuff like that. And I don't really know, but it will be. It won't be blown. I'll tell you that. 50K. That's not a whole lot of money. That'll run out.
Yeah. Well, Tony, thank you very much for the time. I think we're all looking forward to seeing you back in the octagon soon and heal up. And what a performance!
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Absolutely.